the things I find challenging now are very different than the things I found challenging as an apprentice.
Right.
Because when I'm an apprentice, I'm not really concerned with clients. I'm more concerned with what do I do to get clients.
Right.
Whereas now it's like I'm past the whole trying to pull people in. It's more so catering to the client and not as
Yeah.
much like trying to get them to come in and get a tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
And try
So
to
it's
retain
different.
those good clients, right?
Yeah. So if like someone was just starting off, they wouldn't really be facing the same kind of stuff I'm facing now. I would say, like what I was telling you the other day, just don't focus on other artists.
Yeah.
Just do what you can to put yourself ahead. Do what you can to get yourself out there, because you think that just because you're following an artist and like this guy is like killing shit, like I gotta be up there and better than that. But like, you don't know if the person who finds you online even knows who that person is. So you're trying to
True.
compete with somebody who you may not even be somebody you have to compete with, right?
Exactly.
Just focus on your stuff and trying to
Right.
get better, and
Your people will come.
your people will come.
Yeah, bro.
But I think that's for anything. That's for music too.
For sure.
Like whenever you tell me you're in that headspace where you're like, yo, I'm not, like, I don't know if I should write right now. What are you thinking about that's making you not want to write? Because it'll be the same thing with tattooing, right? What you're going to find yourself, you're like, I don't want to draw right now.
Yeah.
So how you get out of that? You got to find that thing that pushes you through it.
Right. Like the why. Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why do I want this?
Right. Without having to remind yourself every time. Just kind of like doing it without a reason.
I see what you're saying.
In the beginning, you're gonna have to need a reason if you keep not doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, for real.
but-
No, I like what you're saying, man. Because it's true. Like sometimes you just have to show up, right?
Yeah. Because you brought it up to me before about the tattooing stuff, wanting to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't talk about it for a while. What brought it back?
I guess it's like I've been kind of thinking about my career. Like, where do I want to put my time, right?
Right, but why do you think this is the career and not something else?
Partly, like, I'm 26, 27. I finished school already. Lately, I've been thinking, I'm like, am I going to get back into office work? The thing I like about tattooing is you're your own boss, right? Like, you're what you put into is what you get out of it, right? So if I start learning how to do this, it would more or less be like the environment, like the art, right, behind it. I'm drawn to music. I'm drawn to art. I'm drawn to, like, I can make money and still do something in that
Creative space.
I don't think I've ever wanted just to be like just a musician. Like I want to be kind of like you, like a well-rounded artist where you can draw, you can make music, you can kind of do everything, right? But couldn't you do like if I worked at the restaurant for, let's say, like 30 hours and do my full-time gig and do another 30, 40 hours of tattooing per week, isn't that still enough? Do you think? Like,
No, that's definitely enough.
right?
But it's not about saying it's the longevity of it.
Right.
Right? Because anybody can say that, okay, look, I'm going to put this many hours into this, I'm going to put this many hours into that. But then as time goes on, they kind of lose interest. And then, oh, no, maybe this one day I'll skip the tattoo stuff. You know?
Right.
And that happens too often because they're not hungry enough for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas when I got into it, I had worked so many bullshit jobs.
Yeah.
That as soon as he offered me an apprenticeship, I was like, yeah, like I'm doing anything to make this work.
Right.
Even though I was working, I hated my job.
Yeah.
Like I don't see myself here for the rest of my life, and I need to get out of here as soon as possible. And if this guy's giving me an opportunity based on what he sees me doing, I'm doing that as fast as I can, because that's the only way he's gonna keep me.
Right.
That's what I mean. That's the difference between
Like that mindset. It's the
Yeah,
mindset. Like,
that's
yo,
all
like,
it
this
is,
is all I
man.
got.
That's all it is. And I want you to do well.
Yeah.
But there's some other people who, like, just let's say next week some guy hits me up and he's like, yo, like, can you give me a chance? I don't want to feel the need to have that conversation of everything I'm saying right now to every person who comes up to me and says they want an apprenticeship. I want you to show me that without me having to say that. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So that's why it hasn't worked out in the past, because I feel like I've said yes to these people. They've come and shown me that that's not it.
Right.
So that made me end up moving on from that. The day someone comes in and like they're doing everything that I'm saying without me having to say it, that shows me they want it bad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're saying.
I shouldn't have to tell you like, yo, balance it out. I shouldn't have to, like, you should be in your mind like, yo, I want this.
I know what you mean. This is a skill,
Right.
right?
Right.
And it's like I can make money off this. I can make a living off this. Like,
Yes.
and when I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes when I see your lifestyle, I'm like, fuck, dude, I I've seen your come up.
I don't think there's anything special about my lifestyle.
No, but I mean like what you're able to do, right? Like you're able to like one day, oh, like I can pick up this client if I want to.
It opens doors, yeah.
I can, have enough money to buy a house.
Right.
How long were you an apprentice until you weren't an apprentice? Like how long was that journey?
It was pretty fast, I won't lie. And that was only because.
So what's fast?
I mean, to me it was fast. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but I was drawing and stuff for like 8 months, if I remember correct, 8 to 10 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Then I got laid off from my job because I was doing that. I was going to work in the morning and then I was going to shop in the afternoon. So I was putting in like my 8 hours at work and then like 4 hours at the shop.
Right.
And so when I got laid off, that opened up my day. So I would go and I would just pull the 8 hours at the shop. So that kind of fast tracked me jumping on skin.
Right.
But that's because I took advantage of it, right? Like I could have got laid off and not went to the shop for 8 hours a day. Right. I could have just been like, you know what? I'm going to just stick to my 4 hours. And these 4 hours in the morning, I'm going to go do something else because I need a break or whatever,
Right.
Make a fucking reason for it. But instead I was like, no, okay, look, my time opened up. I'm going to turn this into work now.
Yeah.
Right. And I treated it like my job. Eventually I got on skin. I think it was maybe around a little less than a year before I was tattooing on skin.
So you start getting clients and stuff.
That didn't happen right away. That was slow.
Yeah, so like how many clients do you think you were seeing in that first year after your apprenticeship?
Not many. And if they were, it was like friends, family,
right.
Walk-ins.
So were you still working at another job, or how were you making your bread to live? Like how were you?
Well, mind you, back then I was still living at home. So I just had to take an L on things that I wanted, not like there wasn't anything I needed money for. It was things I wanted money for.
Right.
So it's like as long as I was paying off my car and I could get to work, that's all I needed. Right. So that was it. It was definitely a good time to get into it for me as far as where my life was at. Right now would be tough. So that's another thing that's hard for people who already have their life in place and want to get into tattooing. If you have kids, you have a mortgage, you have a job that maintains that life, then it's tough to turn that off and just be like, no, I'm not gonna make any money right now because I want to put it all into getting better at tattooing. So that's tough. Yeah, there's definitely a sweet spot for getting into this.
No, it's all good information.
But right now it's a good time for you to jump in. I think
so too.
Yeah,
like I'm really
take advantage, bro. Take advantage.
That's what I mean. Like you, the fact that you came to the city I lived, like knowing you, and like that's an opportunity right there, right? Like even today, bro, I woke up and I was thinking about that name. I was just thinking about the shop, like where my life would be in a couple of years.
I don't even know how that name hit me.
If I just stuck it out,
Yeah.
I would. I don't know. I feel like it would give me the confidence I need to like really live the life I want to live, right?
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I was trying to keep everything like under wraps, but I brought it up to you because I don't know. I thought maybe like this might be a little motivator,
For sure.
So it's not something that I'm doing yet, but
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Cause I got other things I got to work on too, right? But it's like if I can lock in now, it's like I'll be set up when shit starts to actually go,
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I like about tattooing is like, again, like when you're at the shop, you're listening to your music. You're around that creative kind of energy.
True. It is a cool industry. It's a cool industry if you meet the right people who you like see eye to eye with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's also, just from being around artists in the past, I've seen artists who just don't get along, right? So there's artists who get along, there's artists who don't get along. You got to find your people who you can relate to.
Right.
As long as you're able to find those people. But it's also one of those industries where it's nice because if there are people you don't get along with, then you don't have to see those people.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you have your own creative space, which is nice.
For sure.
Right? And it's one of those industries where it's very easy to just change your environment. It's not like I work at this factory. I gotta go there every day and see Bill, who I hate. It's either I quit or I get Bill fired or something, right? Like you can change your environment. You go, okay,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be here. I can leave. I can open up my place. I can go work at another shop. There's
Flexibility.
it's a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, and also like another too, like the lucrative side of it too, right? Like if you, like you said, if you put that effort in and you start doing really good, you start charging more for your stuff, right?
Yeah,
People will be willing to pay it, right? For sure. And I think that's why I kind of fall out with the music sometimes too, because like it starts to feel, sometimes it starts to feel like work.
nothing will get you to where you need to be faster than repetition
For sure.
and doing it at a pace that's not gonna take you out of your groove, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing with tattooing. Like I found in the first few years, every tattoo I would do, I would overanalyze it, which makes sense. I'm new. He's like,
Yeah.
I gotta find what I need to get better at.
Mhm.
But you also don't want to get stuck in a headspace where you're paying attention to something too long. But music is the same way. If you write a verse and you don't like it, but you don't write another verse, you're never gonna like your verse.
Sure.
You can't stop, bro. You gotta keep going. Because if you don't try again, and then you get stuck in that, I don't like this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna write the next one where you're fixing the things you don't like about it. You gotta keep doing it. Repetition, bro.
For sure.
Success lives in repetition.